Well, hello friends, it's another Sunday already. How is it going for you? It seems that the weather has gotten kind of terrible for seemingly most people. I don't really know. All I know is here we've gotten a lot of snow. It hasn't gotten very cold though, which is nice. But I know some other people have gotten blizzards and other fun bouts of weather. Anyway, I hope you all are keeping safe and hopefully keeping warm and starting to enjoy the nice spring that we're supposed to be having. But yes, you know what this is. This is a DragoNate Reading Your Answers video. So today I will be reading your answers to last week's question, which came to us from Tialisa last week, who asked, how do you show support to someone who you don't know very well? She tends to sound corny or babbling for 4 long paragraphs, always feels silly when offering support. Still try, but maybe y'all might have ideas so I don't feel so silly. And I think it's definitely a great question because sometimes people just need to vent things and sometimes there's no one else around except for yourself, and even if you don't know them very well, you kind of can't just be like, sorry, can't help you, bye. You know, so you have to do something to at least help them out a bit. And the general consensus seems to be that it's best to just listen to them. Even if you don't have any actual advice to give them or anything, sometimes just listening to them, letting them vent their feelings, letting them just talk, ramble, rant, whatever they need to do, sometimes just that is enough to help them out immensely. Still going to read your answers, but of course we need a new question for this week. Since it is getting very close to actual springtime, some of you may actually have proper springtime right now where it's nice out. I want to ask you, what is something you want to do this spring? If you have a huge list of plans, leave them down there as well. If it's just one thing, leave it down there. If there's nothing and you just kind of go with the flow and do things as you feel like it, then tell me that as well. But I want to know what's something you want to do this spring. So leave your answers in the comments below and I will read them next week. Now let's see all of your actual unique answers as to the Tialisa's question here. Zincat says, I think most of the time if you don't know someone very well, just listening is the thing that makes them feel better. My mom says, listen to them, let them talk it out, and a lot of times they come up with their own solution. Just being there for them to talk to is support enough. Sometimes you don't have to say anything or try to fix their situation. Most of the time they're just looking for someone to listen, not fix or offer solutions. Wise Wizard looks at the probability of the situation and the individual and mantles as an example. Mitsu says, for once, a short answer, just listen to them. Everyone needs a good listener. If you can think of a suggestion to their problem, ask if they've tried it, but that's optional. Benny says, I would let them say what they have to say. Often they feel better after they've shared their problems with another person. Coco says, I don't. And lastly, Tialisa says, art helps me not to be shy. If you love it, there will always be someone interested in hearing you. Also, YouTube is actually helping me to talk to others, which is really great. It's really great that something like that can actually help you to talk to others better and that kind of thing. Thanks, everyone. Well, no problem. That's kind of what this is all here for. And the whole listening thing seems to be a generalized thing as well, because in like customer service positions, the general rule is that if a customer has a problem, and especially if they're getting irate, your job is to kind of just listen, especially if you're not like a manager or someone higher up that you can actually do something. You are supposed to do the best that you can to help them, but if you can't actually do anything, like for example myself as a coach, if one of the parents has a problem, depending on what it is, I can't necessarily do anything because I don't really have any power. All I'm doing is teaching a class. If they have an issue with how I'm teaching the class or something, then definitely, you know, I can do something to fix it. But if it's an issue with the area or something like that, I can't do anything. But I can direct them to someone above me, my boss or someone else who can help them better or who can give them a proper answer or something like that. But the general rule is to just let them talk it out, because most of the time they're just looking for someone to listen. They're just frustrated about something and they just gotta say it, I guess. It really kind of sucks in some situations, especially like when it comes to a customer service position where a customer is getting upset with you and that kind of thing. Then it becomes really difficult. Thankfully, I haven't had that happen. I've had lots of parents come and ask me questions and stuff, but I've never had anyone actually getting upset, except for actually another staff member. they weren't necessarily upset with me, but they were upset, you know, and so you could hear it in their speaking. But anyway, that's all of your answers for this video, so thank you all once again for participating in this question and leaving your answers below. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and don't forget your question for this week, which is, what is something you want to do during the spring? So leave your answers in the comments below, and I will read them next week. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you again very, very soon. Oh, before I actually end this, I just want to let you all know that this coming week, well, starting tomorrow, I have 2 weeks sort of off where I'm not going to be as busy. I think this Wednesday I'm still working in the evening, and Friday I'll be working in the morning, and next Monday I will be working in the morning as well. Other than that, I have the whole 2 weeks to myself. The week after that is going to be completely full. I'll be busy every day in the morning, so I won't be able to do anything. But for these next 2 weeks here, I plan on live streaming a lot, and hopefully doing some other stuff as well. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that, especially because I will be live streaming a lot this week and next week, and I hope to see some of you there, and that is it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Have a great week, and God bless.